After the poisoning of the Skripals, the narrative here was that Mr. Skripal had not really been doing anything since he'd been involved in the spy swap. He'd been living a very quiet life in Salisbury, pottering around. But actually it turns out that was wrong, and in fact he was very active indeed. To understand why Skripal was attacked, we had to find out where he'd been going and also what he'd been up to. And to find out, we decided to go to Prague and then go to Spain.
While it's not unusual for defectors like Skripal to brief the intelligence services of allied countries, a well-placed source said Czech intelligence officers probably did ask for names of Russian spies operating in the country. And this senior journalist believes Skripal still had relevant information.
He was working in a high-level position. Most likely he had the information also, about the guys who are still working for GRU.
That is significant because the Russian embassy in the Czech Republic is a hub for Russian spying activity, running operations around Europe, including to Germany.
If he had been uncovering active Russian spies, that could well have been a motive for Moscow trying to kill him.
My well-placed source said, though there might be another reason, he said that at a meeting between Czech intelligence and Mr. Skripal, they had discussed the Russian mafia and its links with Russian intelligence agencies. And he went on to say that Mr. Skripal had said he would provide analysis about this for the Czech secret services and for the Spanish secret services. He believed that alone was part of the reason why Skripal was eventually attacked. We went to Spain because Skripal had gone there, and also because the Russian mafia had been a real issue for the Spanish authorities.
But Spanish security sources in Madrid refused to talk about Skripal's visit. If it was about the Russian mafia, it would create a parallel with the former Russian spy Alexander Litvinenko, who worked for MI6 and Spanish intelligence on Russian organised crime and its links with Moscow. But he was murdered before he could give evidence to Spanish prosecutors.
We spoke to a leading Spanish prosecutor who'd led the fight against the Russian mafia in the 2000s.
Nosotros lo que hemos visto ha sido interacciones entre personas mafiosas y funcionarios públicos. Para nosotros es de carácter corrupto. No hemos visto esa integración entre el bloque mafioso y el bloque del gobierno ruso. Que eso es una tesis que mantenía alguien como Alexander Litvinenko. Antes de que fuera envenenado y que se le intentara asesinar, yo desconocía. Pero hay una cosa que es evidente, es que tenía que ser eficaz. Si no fuera eficaz y peligroso, no le envenenan.
We also know that Skripal was active in Switzerland, Estonia and the United States. Now, we don't have firm evidence about why Skripal was attacked when he was, but my good source told me that there might have been multiple reasons. That Skripal was more active than had been expected, that Britain had been weakened by Brexit, and also because Skripal had been delving into the Russian mafia.